Did you know that Iowa has forests in Iowa? Can you believe it? We've actually got 10 of them. And right now, we're in one of them. We're in the Shimek State Forest. Right, my brother?
Walking high where the wild winds play.
Actual forest.
Me and my dog chasing the day. Paws on the dirt and boots on the stone. Out in the world where we both feel home. Oh, my hiking dog, you're my trailside guide. With your wagging tail and your endless stride. Through the forest green to the mountains face. You make the wild feel like the safest place. You sniff the air while I map the trail. Together we're strong, no way we'll fail. The world out here feels big and free, but it's just you and me under this canopy. Oh, my hiking dog, you're my trailside guide. With your wagging tail and your...
The Shimek State Forest was established in the 1930s. It is just a little under a total of 9,500 acres. It has 5 forest units. And the one we are in right now is the Farmington unit. The trail we're hiking is the Shimek Forest Trail. And this one is around a little over 4 miles long. We're not going to do the whole thing because this is stop 2 of day 2 of our 4-day adventure. So we're going to do a couple miles in here and then move on, but just give you an idea of what you can enjoy if you come to the Shimek Forest. So we took a right where the loop for this trail would start from the trailhead. And this looks like it's going to lead us to a lake, and I think it's titled White Oak Lake, which leads me into what is this forest made up of? And it is a oak hickory mixed with other deciduous trees, but it also has pine plantations that the Civilian Conservation Corps planted in the 1930s. So we're talking almost 100 years ago. The road we were on definitely was a logging road at some point. So some of those trees have been logged. But the Shimek State Forest was actually home to the Iowa Civilian Conservation Corps. That's pretty neat. It looks like we're coming up on the lake right now, and we're not even a half a mile into this. Geez, gold right away. Well, that was wrong turn number 1 for this hike. That was just a little cut down to the lake. We should see the lake again when we're on the northeast side of it. We are on the southwest side of the lake on that cut. The Shimek State Forest was given its name to honor Dr. Bohumil Shimek, who in the 1930s really advocated to the state legislature to save some of Iowa's forest lands. So in 1954, the forest got its final name after a few different ones that first came up. Farmington Forest was one of those. Also, this tract of land was going through the process of becoming a national forest. It was going to be the Hawkeye National Forest, but that never came into fruition. So they named it the Shimek State Forest, which is the largest continuous acreage of land that the state of Iowa owns. So that's pretty cool to have a forest named after you, and I'm sure he deserved it, because this is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Well, we purposely got off route. I'm attempting a loop back to the trailhead. So the original trail, the Shimek Forest Trail, would have led us more north. So I was originally just going to get to a mile or so and turn around and do an out and back. Now we're trying to do a loop because I saw this trail leading us back toward the lake. Now this trail is not on the All Trails app. So if it works, we're golden. If it doesn't, we'll probably put an extra mile on, and our 2-mile hike is going to turn into 3, possibly 4. That would not be the first time. We also at some point will have to cross the creek that drains out of White Oak Lake. So I'm hoping that it's not too deep, too muddy. A little bridge over it would be nice, but I'm doubting there's a bridge in a state forest. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. Watch out, buddy, there's a widowmaker up there. There's always just this little bit of nervousness when you go under those. The trail we are on led us to this gravel road that we connected with. That's going to take us up to Highway 2. And then we're going to take a right going west. And then we're going to jump back onto the trail leading into the forest from the highway. And I am ticks galore. Ticks galore. I'm sure Cab has none on him. I'm hoping the wonder side is working, because whenever he gets a tick, he's very happy to give it to me in the car or in the trailer. More than happy to give it up. This is what Highway 2 looks like from the breakdown lane. Pretty slow. Pretty boring. But it'll make the loop. I don't know if I've ever said this before, but Cab hates out and backs. He just hates it. He always wants new. Hey, to the side. Side. Got a car coming. Up, up. That was nice of him to go all the way to the other side. That was really nice. Anyway, Cab hates out and back because he always wants to sniff new bushes. That's why we do all these parks, because he gets bored with just one. He wants to explore. And there's the Rab up there at the trailhead. So I want to add, it was Cab's choice to get off the trail where we did and to jump on that gravel road. He chose to go right on the blacktop, and he chose to go right here for the lane to the trailhead. Like, I didn't coach him at all. This dude knows where we started. I mean, that is just crazy to me. He's never been here before. But he knew the direction back to the Rab. So I think he needs a nap. We'll end this episode of our 4-day adventure. Remember, we're on day 2, stop 2. We're going to do at least one more mile, or one more stop, at least 2 miles at each one. And so I'm going to give this guy a little bit of a nap. He's looking for it. But we'll move on to the next one. So if you're liking these, please like, subscribe, share, comment as much as you want, or that you can. I would definitely appreciate it. Cabbers too.